So last class we have seen how to use depends on methods and @ parameters annotation and how to supply parameter values from XML file. XML file here nothing but TestNG suite file, right? So from that suite file how to supply we have seen, and we have discussed all the test keywords in the first program, and second program we are seeing now depends on methods how to use, always run equal to true. Also I'll show you today the importance of always run equal to true. Okay, yeah, and already I have shown you always run equal to true. Here on that day it was failing, right? It was failing and we corrected that. So this issue was there, the XPath, and we corrected. So and I used here CSS but it didn't work. I changed it to XPath. So simple XPath and it started working. So if you have a XML file, okay, if you have a XML file, see parameter, here you have a parameter. See, this is the one parameter, second parameter. Each parameter value I supplied from XML file. Username, this one. Password, this one. So from this class, you are giving. For this class, you are giving that. Okay. For that class, you are giving that. And now, once you have an XML file, you can right click, run as TestNG suite. Run as TestNG suite. Say it is logged in, logged out. Okay, see, all three methods are passed. All three methods are passed, right? So all three methods are passed. And let me show you one more scenario here in this depends on method only. Suppose first method failed. So this home page test failed. Suppose I have given this wrong title. Okay. So wrong title I have given. This title verification is wrong. Right? Title verification is wrong. Or otherwise I'll put an assertion. Okay. Let me put an assertion. But this page is available for you. Assert dot assert equals. First one is a driver dot get title. The second one is this is the title, login. And I'm just making this assertion is wrong. I'm just giving 1. Now let's see what will happen. Okay, run this. Run the XML file. Some errors are there. See, I can so easily can catch here. So this is the one. No, there was a semicolon missing. Now right click on not this one. If a XML file, always you have to use XML file. You cannot run through command prompt because these values we need to give, right? If without giving a values, if you run, it will throw error. You should not run without giving values. The values you are giving in the XML file, run as a TestNG suite. Use run as a TestNG suite. What happened? Didn't run. Even single task is passed. Can you observe here? One failed, two skipped. One failed, two skipped. So one failed, two skipped it. Why it is skipping? Let's see that. So take this screenshots, reports, and observe that. So what is the parameter suit? Let's go to parameter suit. Parameter test.html. Copy this. And you can see the report. See what happened, you can see that. 2 in yellow color, that means skipped. So why it failed? Assertion error, expected this one, but found this one. So actually is this one, but you are expecting this one. So that's why it failed. And why other two test cases haven't run, why they have skipped, you can see there. Very clear indication. Depends on methods parameter test class. Do login test on instance. Depends on not successfully finished methods. So depends on not successfully finished methods are available. That's why they are not, they haven't executed, because this failed. If it fails, even though you have a login page and this method failed, that's why these are skipped. This is skipped and this is also skipping automatically. So that's the problem. But how you can solve it? Because even though you have a login page, right? Then how can you solve it? And that's why if even the sum assertion fails, you don't need to stop, you don't need to skip the test cases. Instead of that, what you can do, you can put always run equal to true. You are sure that page is appearing for you to continue. Then you can put always run equal to true, right? So that's what I'm going to do now. Here, always run equal. This login page is available. It went to login page. That's why I'll do just a comma. Always run equal to true. Now what will happen? Even this method fails also. Even this method fails also. This method will execute for you. That's what always run equal to true tells for this method. Irrespective of other conditions, and it is going to execute always for you. Okay, so let's run this. Right click, run as TestNG suit. See, 2 passes, 1 failed. So first one failed, remaining 2 are passed. So that is the this thing. Okay. So why they have failed, you understand now, right? If you just refresh that. See, these two are passed and this one failed. Why that is failing? You got an exception here very clearly. What is the reason for that exception? Line number and everything you will get. So nice. No full stack trace, you will get it. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And let's see. We have that's the depends on methods, and no, I'll make it pass. Okay. I don't want to stop that. So we have covered pretty much all the keywords we have covered. So now we need to see how to run test cases parallelly. How to run test cases in different browsers. That's what we need to see that. So we'll see that, and but so meanwhile I'll explain the scenario, what scenarios we are planning. So let's see this. And we have two scenarios I'm going to show you now. Those two scenarios will help you how to handle list box. Your list of elements are there, then how can we handle them? How can we handle them? So how can we handle them? So let's see what are the scenarios we are going to see that. So one I'll explain, one you can practice that. So here we have a scenarios. Handling alert we have seen, internal frames we have seen. And this one, if you want to try it out. Okay, so these scenarios are done already. Maybe you can try this also, step 1, step 2, 3, 4. And this also login you can implement. Because these are all practice purpose I have given. Just try it out, all those things. And another scenario is just open the Google. Okay, just type Selenium. So now when you type Selenium, see you're getting a lot of suggestions here, right? Out of this, one of the suggestion you want to select. How can you select? And there are many interview questions also in this program. That is, no, they're asking, okay. So typed value is present in this suggestions or not, how can you check? That's a one program. Okay, you typed, what is the keyword you typed? Selenium. In this list of values, Selenium is present, first one only, right? This is the one of the option. Remaining Selenium download, Selenium 4 class browser testing, Selenium benefits, Selenium supplement. So these are different options, but the typed keyword is present in the options. That's what we need to check, and you plan for that. So how can you check that? You should know that, right? You have to understand that how we can check those things. And another thing is select some of the value from this. So I'm going to select this. So this is the what you need to do. That's another test case. Select one by one, and you given a value should select. So how to select given value? So that is what the scenario I'm going to show you now. So you type, then you got the suggestions. from the suggestions, select one of the option. So that's the scenario we need to do. So let me show you first of all this understand. When you type, see what is happening. Understand the HTML structure. So can you see here UL? When you mouse over on the UL, all the options are selected. So there is a LI tag. If you put a LI, first LI, Selenium download is showing. Second LI, Selenium. Third, fourth. So that means each option is one LI tag. Each option is a one LI tag. That LI tag based, you get all the options into list. Then you can do that. Otherwise, you can use the arrow down key and get the value of that edit box. See, when I move one by one, so the value will change. So this one. So like this, the value will change. So that how you can so select. See, when a cursor move to second one, it is Selenium. Next, cross-browser testing. Download for Windows. Selenium Python, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium software, Selenium IDE, Selenium testing, Selenium interview questions. Selenium, like that it is getting right. When I use the arrow down key, cursor is going to each option. That I am going to do now. So first you type, then I'm going to use a do while loop until my option is present in this loop, keep looping that. Okay, so that is the scenario we're going to automate it now. So let's go and target this. Already we have a code. I'll just take that code and we can so I'll show you the code. And one more program is there, same way you can practice that. You can practice that. So let's go and see that. So you understand the scenario, right? Any doubts here? Any questions on that scenario?
Yes,
Code I'll explain, don't worry. First understand the scenario. Okay. So let's go and practice this and run this. Understand first. First, I told you in the JUnit and TestNG, first you have to declare these two variables, global variables. Then at the rate test, I'm opening the google.com with the driver.get and wait dot until expected conditions dot. I'm waiting for the page title and accepting that. That's okay. Till now it's good. So then identify the search edit box. Driver.find element by dot name q. And search edit box dot send keys Selenium keys dot backspace m. Why I did this? Some browser, when you type Selenium keyword, then you are not getting the suggestions. If you remove the last letter, then you are getting the suggestions. That's why I typed the Selenium. Then what is the next action I'm doing? Backspace. So one letter will be removed. Next, what I'm doing, I'm adding that letter there. So then you will get the sessions. So then this is working for all other browsers also. That challenge was there in Firefox browser and it will work for any browser. Then I want to select Selenium keyword from the sessions. So here string session do search box dot send keys dot arrow down, keys dot arrow down. So session equal to search box dot get attribute of value. So when you press the arrow down key, you observe here, right? When you press the arrow down key, see, now it came here, right? Cursor, that's why that value is showing. Next, thread dot sleep. And if session dot equals, so the keyword, so the expected keyword, this one. If session dot equals expected keyword, search box dot send keys of keys dot enter, then break it. Keys dot enter, break it. So thread dot sleep while session is not empty. Until the session is not empty, you go to the do block again and repeat that. If session is empty, it will come out. If session is not empty, again it will go to do block. First it will press the arrow down key, then get the session value, and then if session value equals to expected keyword, this keyword, then type the, so enter key, you press it, then break it. So then break it and it will automatically selects. So then the condition, it will repeat that. So this is the main logic you need to remember. Then, so I am waiting for that element to be available. The results, so thing is available or not. Then, so the text is, I'm getting that text, splitting that, and extract the count. But another thing I am doing here is understand here. So at the rate parameters annotation browser, I want to control my browser. So what is the control here you need to do? Okay, which browser you want to run? Public void select browser, string browser. So you are selecting a browser, which browser you want to run. If browser dot equals ignore case Chrome, then launch the Chrome driver. So you'll save browser dot equals ignore case Firefox, and then so and this, so Firefox driver I'm launching. Else if browser dot equals ignore case edge, and if you want to set the edge options, you will use edge options class object. Otherwise you can use this directly edge driver, and then maximize the browser, add the implicit weight, explicit weight, that's it. And after class you just close the browser. So this is the one, and this is the one you are going to use. Always run equal to true. And this concept you are going to use. Why? What is the concept here? All the browser's code you are including in the if-else conditions. So based on the browser parameter value, for example, if I pass, if there is a parameters, from where you will give this parameter value? If parameter XML file. XML file you will give. That XML file, one parameter, that parameter value. Then it will read here. Okay. So that is the how to select the browser. So I'm selecting which browser I want to run. Then I'm closing the browser with after clicks. First before class, then this entire code will execute. Then after class will execute. Any questions here? We have one more, you practice that. What is that? Let me show you that. The other one is so this is the one. 2 plugs. So you type the value here, Toronto. See, you got the options, right? You got the options. And you select one of them. So this one or this one or this one. Toronto over here, you see you want to select. Select it. So the same way, whatever the code I explained, the same way you practice this. So select this and select the results. So that is this test case. Okay. So that is the same code. No change, only URL is changing. Other than that, nothing. You don't need to change anything. So that code you can practice that. Same code. There is no change at all. Okay. Here you are typing Toronto. So here we type it Celery. But you don't need this, but just Toronto is enough. Then which option you want to select, give the value. Then send the arrow down key and get the suggestion and compare the suggestion and expected keyword. Okay. Yeah. So that's one example. Let me show you one more example. Yeah. If I use one more, check live demo. The parameters they have used for this. So I'll use so depends on I'm running parallel execution. Okay, that's why. What I'm going to do, I'll just replace these two things. That is the one change. And ZK demo. Did we use ZK demo? Even ZK demo also we have to use. Three test cases, right? We want 3 test cases. That's why I'm just handling that. Yeah. So let's chain back. Okay, we have still time. Maybe we can finish this. So now 3 test cases we are running parallelly. How to run 3? What are the 3 test cases? One is ZK demo test. Another one is parameters. And another one is Google suggestions. So these are the 3 test cases I want to run parallelly. And different or same browser. So classes I am running parallel. What we are doing? Classes we are running parallel. So 3 classes, right? But you have to make sure this browser concept. So if else conditions you have to use. So okay, browser value if I pass Chrome browser will launch. Browser value if I pass Firefox will launch. If browser value is Edge browser will launch. You don't need to change every time. So this is the one-time code. So that's how we can get these values. And you're going to supply a browser value in the XML file. So let's go and create 3 classes I'm going to run parallel. That means 3 Chrome browsers or 3 Firefox browsers will launch. And then okay. Now 3 classes. See all 3 classes I made this arrangement. Browser. So this one. And even see parameters annotation also. Same, right? Same procedure. Same code. And even in the demo also, we made the same procedure. But make sure you always run equal to true for before method and after method also. That's a very important. Before method and after method also. Okay. So these 3 classes I'm going to run parallelly. What are those? First, ZK demo, suggestions. I'm creating an XML file, suite file, and this one. So with these 3 classes, I'm running test cases parallelly. So create an XML file. So run TestNG, convert to TestNG. So parallel classes suite. Parallel tests. And parallel mode is, this is how to run parallel execution. If anybody asks you, you have to tell in the suite file, we have a parallel attribute, parallel classes. See that? Can you see here? Parallel attribute equal to classes. So you make that and then, so this where you want to run this. This one. Under this TestNG programs, I'm giving parallel classes TestNG dot XML.